Fala galera, bem-vindos a mais um episódio do Sonoridades. Hoje oficialmente marca a divulgação, né, da turnê sul-americana e quem sabe latino-americana do Dino Jelusick aqui no Brasil. A segunda dele por aqui, ele que cantou com o Edu Falaschi nesse sábado. Se você está assistindo o vídeo hoje é domingo, dia 16, data de divulgação da turnê. Estamos divulgando em primeira mão ele aqui no Sonoridades, falamos de várias coisas, dessa turnê que está por vir, dos shows que ele espera fazer, dos projetos, com quem ele cantou, com quem ele vai cantar, tem novidade vindo aí de música na IA, pandemia, várias coisas curiosas da carreira dele. Espero que vocês gostem, curtam, compartilhem, façam chegar onde tem que chegar. Inclusive, sugiram quem que vocês queiram aí nos comentários. Aqui em cima vocês estão vendo alguns artistas que a gente entrevistou. Aqui embaixo vocês estão vendo outros que vocês podem gostar. Façam chegar onde tem que chegar. E com vocês, o cara que é hoje a voz do rock, Dino Jelusick. This will be your first Latin America tour, I suppose, that you're going to announce today. The interview will be aired on 16 August. So
16. No, it's actually we already did South American tour 2 years ago. We did Brazil, Paraguay, and Argentina. So this is going to be the second time.
But will be the first on the Latin America as on like Mexico and other countries, or just South America?
If you know something that I don't know, then if there's going to be Mexico, then it's going to be the first time. I know there's going to be Santiago, Chile happening, so that's going to be the first time there.
Okay.
But if there's more, cool. I'm in.
I don't know about Mexico, but I hope you're going to play there.
Me too. Me too.
So, hey, here 2 years ago, the concert was a blast. So, what do you record about the time? Your memories.
I think that year was the best year for the band, to be honest, because the album just came out 6 months prior to our South American tour. We just sold out the place where we shot the DVD, hometown place. DVD came out on YouTube a month ago, and the physical one will come in October. And so we went straight to Brazil. We did Curitiba, Porto Alegre, and Nova Friburgo, kind of warming up. And then I did a couple of podcasts, and then we did Summer Breeze, which was amazing. And then we were booked to do Vivo Rio with Sebastian Bach and Mr. Big. It was amazing. And then we did Buenos Aires, which was amazing. And then we did Paraguay, which was quite interesting. And we flew back from Paraguay straight to Germany to do a show with Phil Campbell, God rest his soul, from Motorhead. And then we got back home, and then we toured Europe. But yeah, it was 2 shows in Croatia, 7 shows in South America and Germany. It was pretty cool.
I've turned away 1,000 times before. I should have learned what comes too fast in the end doesn't last. Seems all my bridges are burned. The waves became a flood, and I stood alone in the mud, drowning in a sea of bitterness. Seems everything is wrong. Someday I'll get back on my feet again.
Watching the footage from these concerts, and I start to think, how did he manage the set list? Because you have a high power vocal, you have a high energy, and you have to mix high songs, low songs. How do you think your set list?
When we came to Curitiba, I was so tired before the show from jet lag. I remember I came to hotel room from my bass player and I said, I think I'm gonna faint. I can't even keep my eyes open. So we threw out my favorite song, which is Died, because it's so high. You have the chorus is just a long high notes. And I said, let's throw this one out of the set and let's just switch it with something easier, which is Nothing is Easy in our set. But in Porto Alegre, we still didn't do that song, but in Nova Friburgo, we did it. And from that moment on, we just included everything from the first album plus some extras. And I also sang with Nando Fernandez in Pew Pew cover gig. We did some Mistreated and we did Mistreated and Stargazer. And then I sang with Jeff Scazzoro in Manifesto. I think we did some Journey. So I just kept going, and it felt great. So, but Summer Breeze and Vivo Rio were my favorite gigs. It was packed with people. The vibe was great, and we really love Brazil, man. I cannot wait. When Edu called me. I first said, I don't think it makes any sense to do just one show and come back. So I didn't respond, and then I booked a vacation. And then I thought, let me connect him to my manager. And my manager calls me 2 days ago. He's like, hey, I want to tell you that I confirmed Brazil. You're going to Brazil for 3 days. Because I'm going straight from Greece to Brazil. And then I'm coming back from Brazil. We do one gig in Slovenia. And then we do 3 arenas with Judas Priest.
Whoa.
So it's going to be a very, very packed month. And I'm really happy. Really happy.
That's awesome. And you have a new album, Apocalyptical Ecstasy.
Yeah.
Which,
Well, it's not new. It came out 9 months ago,
yeah,
10 months ago.
I said new because it's your second. It's still fresh.
It
Because
is. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
and it's a great album. It's an awesome album.
Oh, thank you very much. It's a interesting album. Now I listened to it the other day to kind of reflect on what can I do better. And the third one is, I think, going to be different from both first and second album. I'm still figuring out. I wrote 2 songs, did demos. I have to write the rest by the end of next month. And we're going to start recording the album. So
I was asking about your album because I was seeing the critics, and they say that this album is kind of an evolution of Jelusick. Do you
yeah,
think it is? Do you think it is like you're going to climb some evolution? Do you think it is your evolution?
absolutely. I think the first album had more hits, let's say hits in terms of like catchiness, but this album has more. It's hard for me because I write from person. To me, the songs are very personal. So, but there's a lot of new elements, and the production is very fresh and very modern, more modern than on the first one. And but now listening to the live DVD that we put out, that it's on YouTube, but it's gonna come. It's on all streaming services, but physical is gonna come in October. We used the same guy that did second record production. He mixed all the live songs from the first album, and now all the songs from the first album sound more meaty,
I know.
So yeah, I think there is evolution, and I think it's all a matter of taste, because some people I saw a lot of comments saying, oh, the first one was better, second one is inconsistent, which is I will never understand. As soon as you do something different, they call you inconsistent, which is weird because artists should do more different stuff. Because we have, we opened this album with a very heavy prog song, kind of Symphony X. Second one is more kind of like a Pantera meets Skid Row. Third one is like Korn. Then you have Groove Central, which is very Living Color, heavy Living Color. Reasons, which is like very kind of Stone Temple Pilots.
Yeah.
It's very, but to me, it's all about if it's a good song, it's a good song. I don't care about, people expect you to do every song the same on the album. But if you do that, they're like everything sounds the same. So I will never. That's why I never read reviews. I never read reviews.
Yeah. And also you're not AC/DC, because we know that AC/DC gonna be there, and that's okay. There's no
Yeah,
problem.
exactly. A perfect example. Perfect example.
And there's no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I was watching you singing with Alien, which was
Oh
one of,
yeah.
which is one of my favorite bands of all time.
Oh, nice, nice. I was at the CD shop yesterday and I saw the the album and DVD in a CD shop, which was beautiful. Yeah.
And what I can say, what I would say is that you can travel around a lot of artists like Alien, like Whom Gods Destroy. You can manage your voice to fit this role. And when people watch your album and watch this project, they say, "Whoa, this is Dino."
Can they?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, I just did a song for my friend. It's gonna come out, I think, like in a couple of months. It's a very, it's like Meshuggah meets Animals as Leaders meets Periphery. But and I kind of growl and I do like little corn stuff, but I sing and it's crazy what you say. It's still my voice. It's a different genre, but I kind of managed to kind of just change some things and fit those genres. That was my goal from the beginning. I wanted to do everything. I wanted to do every genre and be able to fit my voice in so many different things, from blues to rock to jazz to pop to metal to all sorts of metal. And I hope and I still feel like there's more space, like to improve some stuff. I always try to improve everything. So I don't give myself a break.
Yeah. And you said earlier about your third album.
Yeah.
What can you spoil about it?
Um, I'm trying to. Mm, I love prog, but I'm trying not to include as many prog elements as on the previous ones. Um, I want everything to be very like vocal melodies have to be the best vocal melodies people have heard from me. That's my main thing on this album. It has to be iconic. Like when people hear it, it has to be something undeniable. Like when you hear Chris Cornell or Robert Plant, it has to be like, ooh, that's the. And of course, the band and the riffs and arrangements, everything has to be spot on. But vocal melodies, I need to feel like I reached my peak with vocal melodies. That's my main thing for this one. That's why I'm sitting 10 hours in a row and just singing to all the demos and like, oh, okay, this doesn't work. Let's try this. But it's still going to be eclectic. There's still going to be surprises. So we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah. I hope it's so good like the second one, because the second one
Thank you.
is
I'll
awesome.
try. I'll try.
The first one was also great, great, really.
Gods and fallen kings, see the sails and the flies, see the answers carved in a rock. Child, always in style. Say, can you see dreams bared, always being dared, raced on TV? Damn me.
And you play with Trans-Siberian Orchestra and of course White Snake. So how do you see these two experiences? Because with Trans-Siberian you like have almost 40 musicians playing around, and White Snake's a great band, but like 8 people. So how do you see those experiences?
Well, Weisnick was really short but sweet. Opened a lot of doors. I had honor to work with my favorite singer, and It's crazy. That was a crazy year because I also did the Dead Daisies that year.
Yeah.
So I did the Dead Daisies, Wising, the Dead Daisies again, and then TSO in a row. And after that TSO tour, I stopped touring with any of those bands. I just, from 2023, I've been doing just Jelusick for 3 years in a row now, successfully. And TSO was great. I did it for, I did 6 tours. I'm still official in the band, just like Whitesnake, but we'll see if I'm going to tour. I'd love to do a couple of more tours with TSO. I enjoy all the people there, and TSO really shaped me as a performer, you know. So TSO was amazing because you have 20 different singers, and there's no place for ego. There's only place for growth. And yeah, I really loved it. 2 months in America is always such a pleasure. I always I'm really happy to go there. So yeah, TSO was great. Wisnik was great. We played every big festival there is. I hung out with some really cool people, and David was amazing. The band was amazing. Yeah, loved it.
You know that for some new fans, they get connected with you during the pandemic time. A lot of people get to know about your work and the songs you play and the bands you played during the pandemic time, which was kind of reliefs for those fans. How do you see the power of your music? Because I know some people that says that Jelusick songs save my day, save my life, make me stronger. How do you see this, the
That's
power of your
man,
music?
that's the best. Honestly, that's the best compliment I can get. I don't care about. Of course, it's nice to see a lot of people. Of course, it's nice to see good-looking girls in the audience. Of course, it's like wow, it's a rock star moment and everything. But when I read a comment that some guy wrote that his autistic son only calms down when he starts playing a certain Jelusic song. I don't remember which song it was. It might be Follow the Blind Man, I think. And that's to me, that's like the biggest achievement you can get. Like like healing people with your music. Like what what's more noble than that? You know? So when I write songs, it's also very it's like a confession. It's like a healing experience for me because when I write songs, it's all the lyrics are very personal. It's very, every time I perform them, I feel them like it's the first time I'm doing it. And I remember when Seasons came out, people were like, I've been getting so many messages from people from the business saying, they've been crying watching the video and that this is the best song so far, blah blah blah. And really, it was a tough period for me when we put out that song, and it really meant a lot. And this year, we won a Croatian Grammy. I won Jelusic won a Croatian Grammy for Seasons as the best vocal performance of the year. So I think it shows and it proves something.
Yeah.
And so to me, that's the highest compliment you can
You
get.
also was the coach of the Croatian The Voice.
Yeah, yeah,
So how
that
was this
was
experience? Because, some
it.
people
It
think,
was it was stressful, very stressful, um, because it starts very cool. You hang out with people, you meet people, but then people start competing, and you gotta kick out people, and then all the love is lost, and you're the bad guy, and it really affected me mentally after. And all the media is on your back, writing articles about you, and after The Voice, I really took like almost like a month break. I went to my beach house alone, didn't want to see anybody, and I spent like maybe a week or two there just watching DVDs and concerts by myself, drinking coffee and just chilling, thinking, I'm not sure. It's like it really took a while to socialize again after that because it was hard because I felt guilty. that I might have taken somebody's chance to do something career-wise. But then I think about all the stuff that I've been through alone. Well, alone. Nobody gave me, nobody guided me in terms of like vocally and stuff. And I came really far. So I kind of gave myself a little slack, but it was not easy.
Yeah. Since you talk about socializing, uh, pandemic also brings something good after pandemic because people start to get in contact with more concerts. They starting to go out more to the concerts. We have more sold out concerts. We have more we have the boom of we have the explosion of the vinyl, and also we
Yeah.
have the digital music. So how do you see this new phase of industry, the musical industry?
How do I see? Are you talking about pandemic and
Because the
how?
because the pandemic, when we were in the pandemic, we cannot go to the concerts. We cannot just have the digital music in our house because we cannot reach out of reach out people in the concerts. And then after the pandemic, we have more sold out concerts. The bands are playing more. We have more tours around the world. At least here in Brazil, we're having since the pandemic the most touring year because I think last year we have almost 2,000 artists playing here in Brazil.
Well, fun fact. We were supposed to play Monsters of Rock. We were booked for Bangers, and then I hope she watches this video. She said one of the promoters said, "I can maybe get you to play Monsters of Rock." And so we waited for Monsters of Rock, but then it didn't happen. But since we waited for Monsters of Rock, Bangers got filled, so we lost Bangers,
Oh.
and so we didn't play, and which is really sad because I wanted to come and play Brazil again. And all my favorite bands and friends played there. Nevermore finally played Brazil. Winger played Brazil. Like what a fucking great lineup. I just when I saw the videos, I was like, oh, I miss this place, man. The COVID to me was like second music life, to be honest with you, because I started doing videos during COVID, and I think I got my name out a lot more because everybody was sitting home. I was like, okay, now is the time to work on social media. I'm gonna post more. I'm gonna play more. I'm gonna show my keyboard skills. I'm gonna do jams. I'm gonna get crazy, and that's where. And I think the video with Portnoy did a lot of networking, and then I did a video with Virgil and Joel. video with Portnoy has like 3 million views. Video with Virgil has 2 million views.
That-
Then I did another jam with Portnoy and Henrik Linder from Dirty Loops and Joel Hoekstra and Lucky Dooley, 2 million views. And then we put out Healer, and Healer was taken down because I was in a lawsuit. But it was re-uploaded 7 times, and it still has more than 500,000 views. So stuff started really going up, up, up.
They try to deny my precious broken wings, but still I'm set to fly. They keep wondering why. Becoming another heartless profit machine. Now I'm in between, and it's so obscene. Rain the sun, staring in the sea, only to be free.
And I don't know, I think pandemic kind of got us all together more. I think everything happens for a reason, and I'm kind of happy it happened because I moved to my beach house, I worked on my music more, and I connected with a lot more people. So I think there was a good point for it.
Cuenta la historia del mago que un día en su bosque encantado lloró, porque a pesar de su magia no había podido encontrar el amor. La luna, su única amiga, le daba fuerzas para soportar todo el dolor que sentía por culpa de su tan larga soledad. Es que él sabía muy bien que su existir nunca debía salir de su destino.
On the other hand, we have the explosion of streaming because now everything is streamable, everything. And we also have the vinyl that is taking out a little more. I know that 2025 was the year that the vinyl was more sold than in 40 years. So how do you see
Wow,
how do you see this
beautiful.
duality? Because streaming is something that we kind of is the heritage of pandemic, and the vinyl is like the heritage of we getting together to listen something. So how do you see this duality?
Well, I collect CDs, so I don't have a vinyl player, but I think I might be slowly getting into vinyls now because I was at the vinyl shop buying something for my dad. I found a vinyl that I was looking for years, and I Googled like where can I find this vinyl, and then I saw that it's selling in my hometown, a band that called Mother's Finest, and it's one of my favorite albums of all time. And I found their live record on vinyl. I wanted to buy it. I couldn't find it in the end. But people do buy vinyls because I remember we sold out when Folded Blyman came out. We sold out 3 editions of Folded Blyman vinyl. We sold out a lot of apolitical vinyls and a lot of CDs. People do buy vinyls. It's crazy. It's great. I mean, I cannot be more happy that it's happening, you know? So, I mean, it's 2 sides. Of course, everybody was listening, streaming stuff during COVID because you couldn't get out of the house, and then you got hungry for freedom and nature and physical stuff. And as soon as you had your access back to go back to the old life, you went crazy to buy stuff because you wanted your old life back. So I think the lockdown kind of made us appreciate more, you know, the life we had before. So.
Yeah, I agree with you. Nowadays we have AI. Do you use AI for something? Do you consider using? How do you see the music made by AI?
I don't know, man. Like I used to hear stuff and I would be impressed. Now I can spot AI vocals like this. It's too perfect. It's too like there's really no soul. Everything sounds perfect and strong. Nah, not a fan of that. And guitar is too perfect. Drums, okay, they can get away with that. Production is perfect. I don't know. I saw some of my colleagues putting out songs with AI vocals, and I'm thinking, I don't want to do that because there's no struggle to write and to record, and you need that. That's a part of art. If you don't suffer, you don't get art. So yeah,
Yeah.
not a fan.
Our chase for perfection is kind of ruining everything.
I chase perfection, but I would never use AI. I want to do everything myself. I want to find perfect words and perfect meanings myself because it's not going to be perfect because I'm a person. I'm not a computer. And I think that's the point.
On a quest for life, through the same old skies, wanna show. Behold, the dawn of a million stars. On a bold crusade, in the realm of shade, wanna show. Behold, the dawn of a million stars. Let me hear you. Oh yeah, yeah.
If you have to choose a song or an album to resume your career, which song or album would be and why?
My album or any album in the world.
Your album.
Oh. Hmm. I don't know. I could choose songs from albums.
That's
I don't
okay.
know. It's because if I had to choose like top 10 songs to like get to know me musically, it would be In the Name of War from Whom Gods Destroy, Find My Way Back from Whom Gods Destroy, Divide and Conquer from Michael Romeo, Metamorphosis from Michael Romeo, Deliver Me from Animal Drive, Died from Jelusick, Seasons from Jelusick, Groove Central from Jelusick, mm, Fly High Again from Jelusick, and Apolitical Ecstasy. I don't know. But I did some songs that I forgot. I would use Higher from Dirty Shirley, and I would go for Thorn in My Side, the song I did with Felipe Andreoli. I forgot about that one because it was just a short collab, but I love that song. So yeah, those would be the ones.
Yeah.
And I would, and there's too many. End of Time collab I did with my bass player, guitar player from Whom Gods Destroy for his. I think that's probably the most crazy artist song I ever did. So that song is on top of the list, but you get the idea. I think, but it's hard now. Now that I think there's more songs I would choose, I can't really. Each album is a certain phase, and that's all.
Yeah.
You know.
I've heard
Yeah.
that you participated on Eurovision, Youth Eurovision, it's correct?
When I was a kid, I won Junior Eurovision. Yeah.
How was this experience?
It was so it was like it was so long ago that it's hard to remember, but it was one of my beginnings, and it was massive. It was so long ago that it's hard to really remember. I was so spread out as a kid when I won that I did so many shows, so many things that it was quite chaotic, especially for a 10-year-old. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I can only imagine.
yeah, insane, pretty
Yeah.
insane.
You played with a lot of great talents, like we said, Alien, For Whom Gods Destroy, Dirty Shirley, Animal Drive, Michael Romeo, uh, Jeff Scott Soto, TSO, a lot of greatest projects and artists and everything else. If you have to say something to the jealousy, the Dino that was starting as a kid singing, what would be your advice, and what do you think your younger Dino would say to you nowadays?
Younger Dino wouldn't believe this is happening, you know? But it's crazy. I never really changed my head. I'm still that same kid. I mean, if I show you what my room looks like, I had a guest sleeping at my house 2 nights ago. He came into my apartment and said, "I've never seen more identity than when I entered this place." Like, because it's only CDs, books, action figures, plants, everything. It looks like a rock shop, and like the kid inside of Dino never changed, and I'm really happy. I'm still a big music fan. I'm still a fan of people that I play with. I still explore music. I still care for it, like since day one. And I would just, yeah, I never stopped believing, and I guess things start to happen. Now I believe that everything is possible. I pretty much achieved. I've played, and I was praised by all my favorite people. Um, you know, I was on a Zoom call with Simon Phillips last night. By the way, I just did an album with Simon Phillips. It's going to come out next year, and I co-wrote one of the songs. So me and Simon wrote the song together. Sounds like Toto. And I just found out a famous guitar god is going to play guitar on the song that I wrote, and it really made me happy. And I got the couple of messages from other big giants from the industry that it's just it's unreal, but it's very real, and I'm really happy, and I just want to keep doing it and just stay, keep my feet on the ground. That's all.
Yeah, always feet on the ground is a great thing.
Yeah, because that's the only way to like keep pushing, improving, and moving forward.
Yeah. And the album with Simon Phillips is with his project Darwin or not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, that one. I'm
Yeah.
I'm the new singer on that. So it's Simon, Mohini, Greg Howe, and a couple of more big names that I'm not allowed to tell you that will appear on the album. But it's amazing. I was at his house recording vocals for that, and when we finished this interview, I gotta record vocals for one more song. So yeah,
Simon is one of my heroes. I'm a drummer, so Simon,
I know.
Portnoy, Bruno
Yeah, to me,
Valverde.
Simon is like that drum sound and the way he plays, and like I'm at his house and we're recording and we're going out to drink. Then we're watching jazz concerts. Like it's like 2 in the morning, me and him, and now we're 2 hours away from Los Angeles. And then I wake up in the morning, we're recording the whole day, and I'm recording vocals right next to his iconic drum set. It was quite crazy. I saw him. He played with Protocol in Zagreb 2 months ago, and it was an amazing gig. Really enjoyed it.